Tab that you bust and fight, type of light, type of light. Every night you don't fight, take the sight, live the sight, that you show and the escapade. Let's the arcade, pixelated party, lesson, they unafraid. Karaoke screams, singing themes, heart and sleeves. Anime dreams, brushing seams, city gleams, dancing screams, endless streams, let's extreme Saturday gleams. So our day gleams, so it seems nothing rings. Raise the channel, riot loud, crowd unbowed, techno sound, pulses pound, dream astound, youth unbound, joy profound, lost and found. Channel raver on the prowl, echoes howled.
Good morning, tabletop role-playing game community. It's the OGGM broadcasting from Site B at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's Saturday, the 3rd of May. For you Star Wars fans out there, that means tomorrow is May the 4th. The weather is gloomy. Hard to believe I live in sunny Southern California. I am missing the sun. But it's hard to be depressed after hearing my Saturday morning music. Still have no idea what they're saying, but I love my song. Anyways, it's time to take a look at some tabletop role-playing game community members out there in the YouTube land or wherever. Got a hodgepodge of different ones today. Some of these people I've visited in the past and felt it was time to start recycling through again and letting them know, hey, still appreciate you. Some of them are people who are now on other channels and maybe not getting enough interaction, who I interact with regularly on other formats. So, as we're getting spread thin across the YouTube, it's time to start looking at other channels and trying to once again unite the YouTube community and get them focused again on what's important about gaming, which is a bunch of idiots sitting around a table playing role-playing and not, a bunch of idiots making videos where they complain about other people or call other people names. So, starting from one of the very first individuals I ever shouted out, this is the Motley GM. The Motley GM has 582 subscribers, 39 videos. He's one of the very first I shouted out when I started doing this. Haven't visited him in a while. It's just want people to know he's still out there. Bringing in-person tabletop role-playing games into the vtuber space by playing for fun first. This is a channel of the discussion of rules, light, to rules medium tabletop role-playing games on multiple genres. I promote the ruling over rules style of GMing that enjoys homebrewing and being creative, yet promotes third-party creators and artists. I feel I have somewhat unique way of looking at tabletop role-playing games and hope to create a community of people who will enjoy what I can offer for advice, tips, tricks, and just plain fun to gaming. My end goal is to foster a community of people who enjoy a more laid-back approach to tabletop role-playing game where fun is in the center. I appreciate that. If that sounds cool to you and you like the rule of cool over rule 0, then this might be the right place for you. Stop and see what you think. 582 videos, 39 subscribers. The last video he made was yesterday where he's talking about the Crane.
Hey, everybody. Game. What's up? MGM here. So it just so happened.
And he's unboxing Crane, which is another low power kind of, OGL, OSR, old school. Let's embrace that more dark, gloomy first edition, 0 edition, second edition AD&D style play. I hear a lot of good things about it. He also has a video talking about Free League and talking about Runehammer and ICRPG. Well, you know how much I love Runehammer. Definitely a huge influence on me. I've got something stuck in my throat, so I'm drinking water in the hopes it'll go away. You don't care. And just general stuff. Reviewing. He's doing the top-down thing, so you never see his face, which is good. He does a lot of reviews. Short, to the point, doesn't blabber on like me. Just says, here this thing is. I'm talking about it. I want to bring attention to it. This is why I think it's cool. Here's him with a knife for some reason. He's got some dice. Yeah, I need to get one of those top-down thingies. Where you just point. Yeah, I don't know. There's probably a name from other than top down thingy, if anybody knows the name. But anyways, hey man, like, share, subscribe. Want you to know that I appreciate
Hey,
you.
everybody, what's up?
Give you a
MGM
thumbs
here.
up right
So
here.
it
Gonna
just
share
so
you
happens that the day
on my
after I
thing,
posted
and
my
there we go. All right,
anniversary video, that I got this.
there we go. That's the Motley GM. Thank you, Motley GM, for making really cool stuff on YouTube. We appreciate you. Well, I appreciate you. I don't know if other people appreciate you, but I appreciate that you're doing out there. So thanks, man. The next one is another one of the very first I ever shouted out. This is Scott's RPG review. Scott has 16 subscribers, 27 videos. No info. Last video he made was about Outgunned, which I'm hearing a lot of good things about. And they have a superhero role-playing game coming out and a modern day action coming out. So I don't know. I'm hearing a lot of good things about Outgunned, and I'm hearing a lot of good things about superhero role-playing games. So definitely should check this video out where he's reviewing it. Looks like he just does reviews. He's got another reviews. Review Star Trek, review Cyberpunk, reviews, OGGM, why don't you do more reviews? Because I can't afford them. You know, I don't want to buy a game just to review it and then have it sitting on my shelf unless I could then turn around and resell it. I don't know, man. It just seems like if I was in the financial position to review more things, I probably would. But as you guys know, I don't own a lot of games. I am definitely the anti-gamer when it comes to product. My physical gaming media collection is really, really small and limited to the games I absolutely love. Everything else I either have PDF or I just like, I use the 6-month rule. So I respect anybody that can just build up that collection and has the ability to just collect games and talk about them, and has the space and the wherewithal to hold them. I'm not like that, and I don't know why. I'm not one of those people that has a huge. Look at this guy's collection behind him. Let's look at this. It's a huge bookcase just filled with hundreds and hundreds of games, dude. I appreciate that. I could never do it. My mindset is if I'm never going to use it, if I'm never going to play it, if I'm never going to run it, unless it means something to my heart and soul, why have it? Like my copy of Tales from the Loop. I know I'll probably never play or run a Tales from the Loop campaign, but I'm never getting rid of it because I absolutely love it. My copy of Villains and Vigilantes and Heroes Unlimited. Never going to get rid of them. I know I'm never probably ever going to run it, but I keep them because I absolutely love them. So yeah, I respect this guy for being able to do this and have the wherewithal to keep these games and show love for a wide variety of games. I wish more of us did that. So thanks, Scott, for shouting out other games maybe some people haven't heard about in the past, and definitely keeping us informed. 16 subscribers, 27 videos. It's not enough. Let's give this guy some more love. Yeah. Okay, where are we? Our third one today is another YouTuber. This is our good friend God of Ka. This is his God of Ka gaming channel. We've already shouted out his God of Ka video role-playing game channel. This is his thing. Hi everyone, God of Ka here, and welcome to God of Ka Gaming, a channel that I'm dedicated to Let's Plays and any video game related videos. Hope you enjoy all the Let's Play that I'll be re-uploading to this channel and any new parts of any Let's Play host on this channel. So this guy's been around for a bit. He's got a role-playing game channel as well. He's definitely, he came to my attention because of our good friend Vulture DM, and he and I were exchanging videos and communication regarding the pool of nonsense that is Vulture DM and his experience with Vulture GM. So yeah, and now he's spreading out, and I'm actually learning stuff from him because I'm learning how to do more editing by watching his videos. This guy has just come out of the gate and learning how to do editing, learning how to do homebrewy, learning how to do things that I've never been able to do. So I really appreciate the fact that he's doing all this. He has a lot of good insight. He's got a decent sense of humor. Don't get this guy angry because oh my god, he is very intelligent with his insults. He does seem to have a speech impediment or something when he talks, and some people have said they find that annoying, but I don't find it annoying, having worked with special needs individuals for most of my adult life. So you just have to have a little bit more patience. But if you're willing to listen to him, he has got a lot of good insight. So I wish him all the luck with this channel. His other channel has 35 subscribers where he talks about Dungeons and Dragons and his other experiences in gaming and stuff like that. But this one, he's focused mostly on video games and specifically JRPGs, it looks like. So yeah, if I could learn something from him, then yeah, God of Ka, give this guy a little love. He's only got 1 subscriber, which I think is me. So yeah, like, share, subscribe if you want to see some really cool video game type stuff. Like I said, today's just sort of a hodgepodge. It's a smorgasbord. I don't have any, some of them are not. The next 3 aren't on YouTube. They have channels someplace else, but I just felt that they deserved some love. So we're going to start with I Hate Ryan David and Nerdcognito. I Hate Ryan David is a very good friend. We are brothers in the love for deli sandwiches. We both love Reuben sandwiches. He has made a lot of really good videos. He's got his podcast that he does, the Saturday Speakeasy, which is really good, which I was supposed to be invited to join, but then that never happened. Yeah, I don't know about that. He's always posting. He's definitely got a very unique perspective. He's very funny, very intelligent, very in tune with geek culture. Another fellow victim of the Vulture DM nonstop stupid. He makes videos, he makes songs, he has published a product, and he's making a really good go for it with a whole podcasting, interviewing thing, regular video thingy where he just talks about gaming, talks about culture, talks about what's going on. Some people find him very, very offensive. I don't find him offensive. I think he's got a lot of good insight. And the Nerdcognito Saturday Speaky I Hate Ryan David program is really good. So yeah, check him out if you have free Saturdays. And his talent is really amazing, especially with his ability to make videos and make songs and parodies. And he's already, published a product that's selling really well. So yeah, very excited to continue to watch this guy grow and influence. Now, is he always positive? I mean, he can be a little, combative at times, but that's fine. I still appreciate the work he's done. And sadly, usually I'm busy when he's broadcasting, so I can't be on his channel. But if my life changes around, maybe I'll be on more, but I'm usually busy on Saturdays. All right. Next one is Rutgers RPG. He is designing a role-playing game called Rutgers. His art style is amazing. So that's what attracted me to him. And then the work he's doing on his role-playing game, Rutgers. I found out about him on Twitter and just started following him because of the artwork and the amount of work he does in world building. I mean, look at all this. This is just an amazing amount of work on designing a game. I wish there was more examples of his art because his art is just really wow. But you can see some examples of it here. That's hand drawn. That's not AI. He drew that himself. That's pretty amazing. Look at this cover. That's all him. Look at this one. That's all him. Damn, I mean, I wish I was this talented. I'm trying. Maybe I should start including some of my art in my work. So yeah, this is all just him designing a role-playing game, tearing apart what looks like 5e maybe. I mean, we got Druid, we got Warlock, and then rebuilding it to be more approachable and a little bit different. And yeah, he always has good things to say. He always has good commentary on Twitter, and he thinks my YouTube channel is pretty awesome. So I got to give this guy a shout out. Now, he doesn't have a YouTube channel. At least I couldn't find it. If he does, the link that I found leads to his blog spot of all things. So he's got a blog that he does, and he's managed to make the most out of Blogspot, which is a very simple, cut and paste type blog channel. But he's found ways to, to add the art to make it really, really stand out. The color scheme is very, this brick red color scheme that he uses, which is very much like, you look at it and you feel very drawn in. So he definitely knows what he's doing, definitely likes this. And he's, nothing else. The guy's art is amazing. Just wow. I really love this guy's art. I wish I was this talented. I don't know if you guys ever have seen my art, but it's definitely, not great. Second to last, we've got another very good friend of mine. This is EMI, Elven Maiden. This is her Ko-Fi. Elven Maiden has a zine that she publishes called Tales from the Elven Tavern. She posts multiple articles about gaming and really, really in-depth article about gamings. And they have a Discord. They're on other people's channels all the time. I don't know if they've ever been on my channel. They did a review or they're doing a review of Vigilantes. At least I sent them to one, and they said they were going to do one. And just really, I'm really inspired by the amount of work and the amount of positivity this individual brings to the Twitter community. And this is just somebody that if you can, befriend her, she's just a fountain of support and love and positivity and trying to make gaming, a safe, wonderful, happy experience again. But when she gets very much on her soapbox and going after, say, like, some of the stuff Wizards of the Coast has said about D&D players or how women are treated at the table or the perspective of different races. She's really well thought out. Her articles are very well written, very in-depth, very passionate, especially when it comes to her daily, sometimes multiple daily postings of pictures of elves. I don't know where this individual finds so many pictures of so many different elves. And she's also turned me on to a couple animes, especially Farron, the one about the elf. It's on Netflix right now. And, the portrayal of elves that anime does is really one of the best portrayal of how an immortal being like an elf would move through a world of, short-lived humans. So yeah, I now recommend Farron to anybody. I'm probably saying that wrong. So it's on Netflix. It's the anime about the elf. If you want to play an elf, if you really want to really want to understand how elves view the world, when you can live for thousands and thousands and thousands of years and everybody you associate with, only lives 50, 100 years, that's a blink of an eye. So you don't really think about them, right? It's like one of the plot lines is she spent 10 years with this adventuring party. And at the end of the 10 years, when they went their separate ways, she really didn't know anything about them because to her, 10 years was 10 minutes. So she didn't really invest any energy in getting to know them and then how that affects her. So yeah, Emmy led me to that anime, and which leads me to some other animes. And yeah, plus she posts a lot of pictures of scantily clad elves for some reason. So I appreciate that. So that's Elven Maiden or EMI. Doesn't have a YouTube, or if she does, I couldn't find it, but she does have a Ko-Fi, and she has her own zine that she publishes. That's on Drive-Thru. So if you want to check out her work, yeah. Now, as you know, every time we do this, we shout out a VTuber. So I'm going to shout out a VTuber that I've shouted out before, and you might have heard that this VTuber is leaving the community. So I thought she deserved a shout out. This is Matarakan. Matarakan is like the mom of Vsojo. She's only been on Vsojo for about a year, but she was VTubing under a different name before that. She graduated, as I said, with the company that she used to work for, came over to VTuber, just became unbelievably popular for Vsojo. She does a lot for the community. She goes to conventions. She, goes to visit other YouTubers. She went to Japan and visited Henya. And, she's just full of love, full of support, full of positivity. She's also got really big boobies, which people talk about all the time who have met her in real life. And she used to have a different career. So some people might know her career from Hollywood, but she retired from that. I don't know what it was. I just know it comes up in the conversations. So some people, might know her from her life, that her flesh mother or her thing says. Anyways, they announced that she is leaving the Vsojo for reasons. I don't know if it has anything to do with the recent Cinder controversy, or if there's some other thing that happened, or she just decided to part ways with Vsojo and be more independent. It might be that. She does a lot of stuff with people that aren't associated with Vsojo. So it might be that, she just feels that if she could do more of the stuff she wants to do and work with more and more YouTubers, VTubers that aren't associated directly with Vsojo, but it doesn't seem like there's anything negative about it. She's still planning on independent VTubing using the name we all know her as, Matarakan. I don't think her personality is going to change at all. She's just so loving, so supporting. From the very first moment she was introduced and I started listening to her talk, I was like, oh man, I would love to meet this person. She just sounds like a wonderful human being. I'm not just saying that because apparently she has huge knockers, but I don't care about the size of your boobs. I care about the size of your heart and the size of your personality and the size of your positivity. And this woman is just a fountain of positivity, extrovertness, of just instantly making friends with people. So very sad to see that she is leaving Vsojo, but it does sound like it's not for negative reasons. Just probably, contract negotiations, or there's things she wanted to do, or just, I don't know. It's none of my business. But it's nice to know that after the recent Cinder controversy, that there are still VTubers out there that are trying to still make the community popular. And she does role playing, so that's cool. And for those people who think she's not really a girl, there are pictures of her online. She's even shown them, not without her face, but yeah. She's a real woman, 110%. Not a man pretending to be a girl. This is a real girl who is a cockroach and a VTuber, and she's funny and smart and she can sing. And I really, 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 really like her. She's definitely one of those people like, oh man, I wish I knew this person in real life. She sounds like somebody who would be awesome to hang out with. Oh, you're simping for Matarakan. You've got a hots for her. Nope, sorry, nope, not like that. No, she just sounds like somebody who'd be a really good friend. So thought I'd give her a shout out, especially with the announcement that she's leaving Vsojo. But she's still going to be VTubing. So for anybody out there who's a fan of hers, don't worry, she's not going anywhere. And she'll probably still do collabs with the Vsojo girls like Kenya and Iron Mouse and my Oshi Hakura and of course Zen. So yeah, don't worry. And Mint and stuff like that. So anyways, that's it. Thanks to each and every one of the individuals out there for making these. If you have a YouTube channel you'd like to shout me out on Saturday, let me know. If you're in the sound of my voice and you have a YouTube channel that does gaming and you'd like to come on and talk about it with me and have me, do an interview or whatever, please reach out. I'm always happy to have people come on the channel and help other people grow, and then to return, them help me grow. And as always, trying to make the YouTube community, and I guess I'm sorry, now spreading out to just the other tabletop role-playing game creators out there who are on the interweb. I guess we're gonna start doing, Rumble, and we're gonna start looking on Blue Sky. But yeah, I think it's now to start, after doing this for 60 some odd days, 60 some odd Saturdays, over a year, it feels like maybe it's time to start branching out. A lot more of the people on the liberal side are switching over to Blue Sky. A lot of other people on the conservative side are switching over to Rumble. A lot less people on Twitter because, just Twitter is just sort of a hodgepodge. So I'm going to have to start spreading my nest farther. And, I've been very lucky that we haven't run into anybody who's like turned around and started sending us hate mail or anything like that. the conglomeration of negative tubers out there seems to be getting smaller. Definitely not getting the same amount of hate as I did a year ago. So it's nice to see that maybe in some way my vain attempts to spread a little kindness and spread a little passive aggressiveness and spread a little, hey, let's just play. Let's stop fighting with each other. Let's stop being bad apples and just support each other. Because at the end of the day, it's a stupid game about goblins with sticks. And the fact that sometimes we get so passionate about it that we're willing to come to blows with people and make hundreds of videos about how awful somebody is. And you really just need to sometimes take a time to take a step back and to remind these people, hey, it's a stupid game about goblins with sticks. There's really no reason to get this upset about it. Let's just play. Let's just play. Anyways, thanks for sticking with me. Once again, if you've got a channel you want me to shout out, feel free to DM me. If you're in the sound of my voice and I've shouted out your channel and you want to come on and talk about your channel, I'd love to hear from you, especially you, Matarakan. I'm a huge fan. And yeah, until next time, have a great Saturday. Stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you all later.
There's your ghost screaming fight, tag of lights at the lights. Every now and then a fight, take a side with the side, veggie shows and the escapade. Let the arcade, pixelated party lesson, they unafraid. Karaoke screams, singing themes, heart and sleeves. Anime dreams, brushing seams, city gleams, dancing screams, endless streams, let's extreme Saturday gleams. So it's day gleams, so it seems nothing rings. Raise the channel, riot loud, crowd unbowed, techno sound. Pulses pound, dream astound, youth unbound, joy profound, lost and found. Channel raver on the prowl, echoes howled.